Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. To throw on second down. Wheeler. Dancing to his left. Now he's fleshed out left. Incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Wheeler. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And stacked a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Back out of that Philly. Here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. And his throw is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down. That's Cohen. And a nice spin into some open field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Wheeler forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
To throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week. Forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back to throw here. Now he'll escape to his left. And the ball is knocked out, and the Buccaneers have it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Try to lay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They give him a gain of 37. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 1st down, Wheeler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Wheeler. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got him. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. T.J. Watt in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Hill running right through it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Detroit! Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, that was the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st and 10, Wheeler being chased out left. Now he's good. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Throwing on 1st down, Wheeler. That is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Off play action. Wheeler. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
To throw on 3rd down. Wheeler. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Leopard.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Airing this one out for Evans. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wheeler. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wheeler. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. steps away to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On third down, Elliott. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds Hearns left side. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, Wheeler. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jalen Smith in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Looking to throw on second down. Wheeler. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it'll bring up third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing on third and long. Wheeler. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 45 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit?
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. David Irving, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Wheeler. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
to throw on second down. Wheeler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A give to Elliott. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The give is to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Edmonds. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Noah Spence in on the stop. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team that we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw. Wheeler. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Back to throw. Wheeler. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello? And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 2. A big offensive explosion.